Let the church say amen.
Amen.
The Latin word vestment signifies simply clothing, but it is now used to denote the garments worn by the ministers of religion in the performance of their sacred duties. Some modern Americans might think that vestments are odd, but we use them in our society too. Judges wear them for special duties. They derive from an academic robe to signify his education and knowledge of the law. That his role in the court is different from the other participants. He is the person who is called on to objectively apply participants apply the law to the proceedings. The robe is similar to that used by some Protestant clergy and serves to subconsciously bring religious overtones because truth and justice are concerns of God, who is just. In the high church, vestments are sacramental. That is, they are set apart and blessed by the church to excite good thoughts and to increase devotion in those who see and wear them. They serve as the uniform of the clergyman when he is on duty, while he is exercising the functions of his ministry and using the sacred powers which he received at his ordination. The following garments identify the bishop as a follower of Christ or an imitator of Christ. He is the shepherd of the house. These regal garments are sometimes referred to as choir dress. This uniform can be worn while consecrating other bishops, depending on what office he holds. Choir dress can also be used when assembling at a parliament, graduation, seminary, or even weddings. As we prepare to robe and to dress our newly and now bishops, we ask and we present to you the cassock robe. This robe is purple, sometimes worn and drawn as black. It is a robe up to the floor length, long sleeve, close fitting. It's a robe and is symbolic of the bishop's servant and his servanthood. The bishop is the chief servant of the house. It is the first layer of clothing that the prince wears. This is the clothing that will get dirty, even if necessary. The cassock worn by the bishop is the color of Roman purple, fuchsia, a mixture of red and white, symbolic of the blood. It is a princely color. A modest garment, it covers the body from the neck to the feet, and typically closes in the front with a series of small buttons. Some cassocks are 33 buttons down, the front to represent the years of Christ on the earth. These are the vestments, and the scripture records, Colossians 3, 12, 14. As God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. The rochet. The rochet It has close-fitting sleeves and is normally worn only by bishops and privileged prelates. It is worn over the Roman purple cassock. The rochet is always white, symbolizing the purity and priesthood of the bishop's office. The Roman purple rochet is reserved for a presiding prelate. The rochet identifies the bishop as the chief worship leader. This garment is also worn to cover up the mess that the purple will get into. Never condoning it, but taking it to God in prayer. By covering the servant's robe, the cassock, and the mess, the rochet is symbolic of all the things the bishop must deal with on a day-to-day basis.